Okay. So Farhan will be the first speaker. Farhan, please note, you will be the first speaker. Can somebody assist me in writing the names down, or should I write it over here as well? I'll note it down. Okay, fine. I'll keep on writing it with me because I don't want to forget it. All right. So this. So Farhan,
Yes.
first speaker. All right.
Okay.
So I've removed Farhan from this, and I'll start the wheel. So the second speaker will be Toastmaster Fahim Razak. Please note the sequence. Toastmaster Fahim Razak, you'll be the second speaker. Okay. Okay, so third will be Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. Please note down, Toastmaster Hiba will be the third speaker. All right. So moving on, the remaining ones. So the fourth speaker will be Toastmaster Fiza Aziz. Toastmaster Fiza, please note that you will be at fourth number. So now we just have two contestants. One will be fifth and another one will be sixth. Okay, great. So that concludes our speaking order. Megwar Velaram will be the fifth, and the sixth speaker will be Toastmaster Kareem. Have all the contestants noted down their sequence? Please give me a thumbs up. Fahim, Kareem, good. Fahim, what about you? Velaram? Okay, the sequence is there in the chat as well now. Great. Great. So fifth will be and sixth will be. Right. So I repeat the sequence. Toastmaster Farhan Haider will be the first contestant. Toastmaster Fahim Razak will be the second. Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan will be the third contestant. Toastmaster Fiza Aziz will be at fourth speaking order. Then we'll have fifth speaker as Meghawar Velaram. And then sixth will be Toastmaster Kareem Meghani. I hope everybody has noted down. So we have a few more minutes to wait for our timers and our support staff, as well as Chief Judge is there, very much there. So let's wait for a few more minutes and then start the contest. In the meantime, I would request all the contestants, if you want to set it up, your space, and you have got 5 more minutes to adjust your camera, and so that, and give me a thumbs up that you have adjusted your camera, you have defined your speaking area, right? You want to check your mic and your video, you can do that before we formally start the contest. Though before your speech, I will also check that again. But if you want to set it up, you can. You have few more minutes to set up the camera setting as well as your voice and your mics.
TM Ghulam Qadir, am I audible or visible?
You are very much audible and visible.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Hiba and Toastmaster Fiza, have you both defined your speaking areas?
Sir, let Hiba come. She's coming. He's asking what is a speaking area. Speaking area? Yeah.
We cannot hear you, DTM Tala. Are you saying something? You're on mute.
Actually, I did not. I was speaking to someone in the room.
Okay.
Not. Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say something. You thought inform me that you're on mute.
I hope all the contestants knows about the timing.
Yeah, well, that I have to brief them about the timing and everything. So I think it's the time to start the contest. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I welcome you all to the Tall Tale Contest 2023 of Karachi Toastmasters Club. So today, you are going to witness some stories, some tales. You will be taken into a fairy tale. You will be taken maybe out of this world. Maybe you go into a future. Maybe you might go into a past. Maybe you might become some sort of an actor. I don't know as to what sort of stories and tales are coming through. So it's going to be really very, very interesting. It's all about our contestants' imaginations as to what they'll be delivering, right? So now to the contestants, how this tall tale contest will be. So we have defined the speaking order in your presence. It was a draw done through an online mechanism, and each of you are well aware of it as to what will be your speaking order. Now, regarding your qualification, minimum, in order to qualify, the time has to be 2 minutes 30 seconds. If your speech length is 2 minutes 30 seconds, minimum you'll qualify. The maximum time allowed to you will be 5 minutes 30 seconds. If your speech gets over by 2 minutes 29 seconds, please remember that you will be disqualified. If your speech is over at 5 minutes 31 seconds, you will be disqualified. It's not our Karachi Toastmaster meeting where the case will be referred to the president, and you will get a benefit out of it. So please keep in mind, there will be no leeway. You'll have to manage your timing. At 3 minutes, I repeat, carefully listen. At 3 minutes, timer 1, there on your screen, will show you a green card. That will be an indication that it is 3 minutes of your speech time. At 4 minutes, you will be shown a yellow card. Timer 1, can you show the yellow card, please? Yes, you will be shown with this yellow card. That will signify that it's 4 minutes now. At 5th minute, you will be shown with this red card. Please note this, after this card is shown, you have just 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. You have to wrap up your speech and close it before it's 5 minutes 31 seconds. So these are the rules. As far as the rules are concerned, you can use only 25% of somebody else's material. 25%. That will be judged by our judges over here as to whether you have used, but you have to give a reference. Make sure if you use somebody else's content, you have to give a reference to that. Make sure that you use humor and props, because in past, those who have used humor and props are way ahead of other contestants. So I wish you all good luck. Make sure that you give your best shot. I'm sure All of you have made some really nice, beautiful speeches. And now I will invite our chief judge today, DTM Talab bin Hamid, to take the floor. DTM Talab bin Hamid, stage is yours. So please put your hands together for our chief judge, DTM Talab bin Hamid.
Thank you so much, Mr. Contest Chair. Most of the rules that are relevant have already been shared by our contest chair. I would just like to add two things. The first is that this is KTC's Tall Tales contest for 2022-23, which means that it actually belongs to the cycle that ended on June 30. We could not hold the contest due to various reasons, and that's why it's being held now. So it is not in violation of the district's timetable for contests, number one. Number two, there are as Toastmaster Ghulam Father said, there are rules regarding to originality, but beyond that, if you base your speech on something else, even if technically the content that you've taken from somewhere else is less than 25%, but the central idea is not original, your speech stands prone to disqualification because it will be based on something else. Thirdly, there are disconnection rules, and the disconnection rules are that if the speaker gets disconnected during the first minute, they get to restart the speech and they have 30 seconds to rejoin. If they are disconnected after the first minute, they get to continue from where they left off, and again they have 30 seconds to rejoin. After two disconnections, they will be then direct. And again, if they do disconnect, heaven forbid, then their order will be shifted to the last place. And when the last place arrives and they're not able to join within 1 minute, unfortunately, they will not be able to participate in the contest. But we are hoping that it does not come to that. And I'm pleased to inform that all the judges are here and they have been briefed. They are aware of the judging criteria. We've also determined a tiebreaker judge, and we are good to go. Over to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Thank you very much, Chief Judge. So let's begin the Tall Tales contest of Karachi Toastmasters Club 2022-23. And let me invite our first speaker. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Farhan Haider. Can you please take the stage before I announce your speech title?
Yes, I'm here.
You have taken your stage.
Yes.
Toastmaster Farhan, please pin the timer 1 and confirm that you have pinned the timer 1.
Actually, I have tiled the timer's window, so yeah, virtual hand is raised. So
can you see the hand?
Yes, I can see.
You can see the hand, right? So, okay. So our first contestant of Tall Tales contest, Toastmaster Farhan Haider, his speech title is My Fantasy. My Fantasy, Toastmaster Farhan Haider, stage is yours.
Thank you so much, TM Ghulam Qadir. My speech title, as you have already said, My Fantasy. Yes, it was happened with me. Yes, it was happened with me. In January 19, 2020, I was walking in my street and I was feeling very relaxed. I was singing a song. Then suddenly I saw that the beautiful and captivated glasses were lying on the road. I saw it. Then I asked loudly, whose glass is this? But I did not get any reply from anywhere. Then I again said, whose glass is this? But same happened. Then I decided that these glasses are mine. I picked up these beautiful glasses and kept it in my room. While I was sleeping, I heard a noise. Dad, please worry me. I can change your life. I did not notice initially, but again, I heard a same voice. Please worry me. I can change your life. I opened my left eye and I just saw that the voice was coming from the orphan glasses. Then I worried the glass, and yes, my life had been changed. I could go anywhere, I could meet with anyone. So I was very excited. So without wasting any time, first I called to Elon Musk and I said, Elon, I'm coming towards you and we have to go to Mars and we have to attend the fashion show over there. And then I went there and I met Musk and we went through their rocket and we attended fashion show and we did a modeling, both of them. From there, I called to my best friend Moody. I said, Moody, I'm coming and we will have a lunch together. But make sure you have to make a tea for me. Then I went over there and we had a very good conversation. We enjoyed a lot. And I asked him that, Moody, I really admire your dressing sense. And please tell me who's your tailor because I have to stitch some sherwanis like you. Last but not the least, my dream girl. Yes, Myra. I called Myra and I said, Myra, I'm coming and we have to go to the sea view. Then we had a very good time in sea view. We walked on the beach and she said, Farhan, I have ever seen a smartest boy like you never seen. And when she said smartest boy, so I was very happy. She was saying to me, boy. So, and why don't you come with me in my next movie against me? I said, okay, I'll see it. If I'll have a time, definitely I'll get back to you. And during the beautiful conversation with Myra, I just heard a blast in my room. I just stood and I said, I just saw my wife was standing next to me and she was shouting, she was screaming that Farhan, the time is 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you are still sleeping. And who was with you? You were talking with someone. Please get up and you have to go to the market and get some grocery. And if you don't go over to the market, I'll order some pizza. But I was finding my glasses, but I was unable to find it. So I had to get up and I had to go to the market with my heavy heart and my dream remained dream and that's it. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Farhan, Heather. And I can bet onto it that all the men who are online must have got jealous of you because you just met you just met Myra. I just made a Toastmaster. So you just met Myra Khan. All right. So moving on to the next contestant. May I please invite?
We will observe a minute of silence for judges to mark their ballot.
Oh, my apologies. So a
And I
minute of
request
silence.
VCs not
Yeah.
to comment on the speeches.
Okay.
A minute of silence is over.
Thank you very much, timer. So may I please invite our second contestant? Our second contestant is Toastmaster Fahim Razak. Can you please come to your speaking position and confirm me that you have taken your speaking position?
I'm just trying to position myself. Just give me like 1 minute, please.
Yes. Please confirm if you have taken your speaking position.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Toastmaster Fahim, you are very much audible as well as visible. So Toastmaster Fahim Razak will be our second contestant, and his speech title is "Love Me Please." Love me please, Toastmaster Fahim Razak. Stage is yours.
I am 12 years old, and I hate the question when someone asks me, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Because after I tell them I've got 2 sisters and no brother, their response almost invariably is, oh, so you are the only son to your parents. You must be so spoiled. The reality is, the sad reality is, I am not. I am the most unloved member of my household. My father's favorite is my elder sister, and my mother's favorite is my younger sister. I am so devoid of love that one day I had to ask my parents, please tell me honestly, at what age did you adopt me, and where are my biological parents? Mr. Contest Chair and fellow members. Anyways, my hunger for love continues until one fateful day. I got into a fight with a kid of my age, 12 years old. He threatened me that he will beat me. I threatened him the same. It turned out he was the man of his words, and he actually started beating me. My parents rushed. I thought they were rushing to beat me as well. I was incredulous for them to save me. They were actually rushing to save me. I was in tears with pain, but with also the love that I was experiencing in my life for the first time. Sadly, the things got a little out of control. The boy's parents arrived, and the war of words broke out between my parents and his parents. And they decided to battle it out. They didn't want a dog day on the field. They said, why not we battle it out in a venue, and the date was set. We summoned all our relatives from far corners of the country to come. Strangely, they were all super excited at the prospect of the war, and they all got together. Everybody started polishing their weapons, whilst I got busy putting together a white flag, just in case we had to surrender, for I was too scared to be beaten yet again. Finally, the big day, the judgment day was upon us. We got to the battlefield, and we were astounded to see the level of resources our enemies had. They had more than twice the number of camels and horses we had. They even had elephants, whereas we had none. But our whole family roared in unison, we have the power of love. How you beat us, Mr. Fahim, we gonna beat you. We all charged. I stayed back, too scared. We all charged, everybody holding the weapon firmly, whilst I was holding the white flag, ready to wave it, just in case at the first sight of the trouble. And something unthinkable happened. Their animals never charged. They stood their ground. Perhaps the horses saw the love in our horses. Perhaps their camels saw the love in our camels. And perhaps their elephants, well, I guess they just couldn't be bothered. So they just sat there. And it was them, they had no choice but to surrender. The white flag waved up from their side. And we accepted their peace offer. Everybody dropped their weapons. We started hugging each other. All of a sudden, the battlefield turned into love field. everyone just hugging each other. And I was just stood there, all that battle for me, people coming together for me. All this time I was missing the love. And now it was right in front of me in abundance. And since that day, we lived happily ever after. Over to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Timer, please note and inform once the 1 minute is over.
A minute of silence is over.
Thank you very much, timer. Our next contestant will be Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan, please come on the stage and adjust your speaking position and confirm me if you have taken your speaking spot.
Okay, am I visible and audible?
Can you please step a little back? Yes. Okay. Please say something.
My name is
Toastmaster,
Hiba Khan and I love you.
you have to speak a bit louder.
My name is Hiba Khan and I love Pakistan.
Perfect. Now you are perfectly visible and perfectly audible. So our third contestant, Hiba Rais Khan. Her speech title is Bollywood versus Hollywood versus Dollywood. Bollywood versus Hollywood versus Lollywood. Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan, stage is yours.
Fellow Toastmasters, contest chair, chief judge, and my dear audience. I've been a movie buff all throughout my childhood. Movies have been my life, from action-packed sequence to comedy to animation, you name it. My father used to take me to all the latest flicks back when I was a child. I've been to all the major cinemas across Karachi. I've grown up watching Amitabh Bachchan charm the audience with his deep voice, and Sean Connery and Daniel Craig giving the villains a tough time. It was a few weeks back that I was in a movie theater watching Mission Impossible that I needed that at the bottom of my popcorn tub, I felt a shiny stone. Out of curiosity, I touched it and was immediately transported to the top of a train. The wind was coming onto me fast, and straight ahead in front of me were none other than Tom Cruise and Sean fighting with each other. I rubbed my eyes and could not believe it. The train was moving across the Swiss Alps. We were surrounded by thick forests and shrubs. Everything seemed surreal to me. As I moved on from the top of the train to the bottom of the train and opened the door to a compartment, I was immediately greeted by a loud cheering noise. Yay! Congratulations! You have won a table of two with none other than Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, said the voice. I could not believe it. I was very surprised. The voice belonged to none other than Priyanka Chopra. She immediately took me to the man himself. There, I sat there discussing every topic under the sun, except for religion, politics, and sex. We had savored on some of the delicious delicacies across the continent, from exquisite cheeses to flavorful pastas and vegetarian dish. To keep a memory, to have some memorabilia with me, I took some clips with him, took some photos with him. Across the table, I could see in different tables. Sorry, I could see across different tables some of the brightest stars. From Myra Khan and Daniel Craig having a laugh together, to Harrison Ford and Deepika Padukone getting the pictures clicked. Everyone seemed to have a ball of a night. And DJ played all the latest tracks. At the end of the session, I was gifted a gift bag which had memorabilia signed by all my favorite stars. I was very happy and ecstatic about it. Just as I was about to leave, Mr. Bachchan gave me a necklace, which I started fidgeting with it and accidentally pressed a button. I was immediately transported from that place to the seat where I was sitting before a couple of hours ago. I sat there looking at my watch. It was 6:30 in the evening. Should I tell it to someone? Nah, just let it remain a secret between you and me. I sat there smiling to myself and savoring the moment. Over to you. Thank you.
1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballot. Timer, please inform me once the 1 minute is over.
A minute of silence is over.
Thank you very much, Timer. So our next contestant is Toastmaster Fiza Aziz. Toastmaster Fiza Aziz, can you please take your speaking spot and confirm me once you have taken your speaking spot?
Can you hear me?
Can you please speak a bit louder and step a little bit back? Step a little bit back. Yes, now your speaking place is perfectly fine. Now you need to speak something. Tell your name in a louder voice.
My name is Fiza Aziz and I'm awesome.
Great, great. So our fourth contestant of the Tall Tales Contest 2022-2023, Toastmaster Fiza Aziz, her speech title is Wonderland. Wonderland, Toastmaster Fiza Aziz, stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir. I was wandering in a low, dense forest behind my home, which I usually go there to escape the peace, to escape the chaos in the life. My house is located between the woods, where there's a thick, dark forest. Sometimes I go there just to escape, just to seek the peace and calm in my life. But today was different. As I went into the beautiful forest, I saw something shimmering, a light, a very beautiful light coming out of nowhere, and I followed it. When I followed the path, I saw a vortex full of bright rainbow colors, which I have never seen. Immediately, out of curiosity, I touched that vortex just to feel nothing but air, but then it sucked me and it pulled me, and with an overwhelming sensation I got. And when I landed on my feet, I saw this beautiful landscape full of trees and flowers and fruits, and lot of things were just beautiful. The color seems more sharp, the air smells sweet, and the fruits were just delicious. I felt like an Alice in the Wonderland, which is, by the way, my favorite book. I ran towards the path and expected to see the white rabbit, possibly the red queen, possibly the white queen, and possibly the Jabberwocky. But I didn't find them. Instead, in a large clearing, I found some people. And these people were sitting and talking, and they looked at me and they said, "What an odd girl, what an odd hair, what an odd clothes, what an odd sense of humor she has." I didn't like them at all. But after some time, one of them just came upon me and he took my hand and took me somewhere which I thought would be called Wonderland. He showed me all the paths, all the beauty of the Wonderland. He shared me the wisdom and the beautiful uniqueness, what could be called. They shared the interconnections of the universe. Here, all the differences are being celebrated. Here, there is no problems, there is no issues. Everybody is friends with other people. Everybody is helpful. Nobody can intimate anyone. Nobody is jealous of anyone. They love each other. As I went again and I spent some time, I was very, very happy, but I had this nagging feeling in my mind. I have somewhere to go, and turns out I have to go home. I knew there is someone waiting for me, and that is my mom. She's waiting for me. So with a heavy heart, I went. With a heavy heart, I bid farewell to my friends and I came back. But before that, they gave me a lesson, 6 impossible things before breakfast. And that is, 1, there's a potion that makes me shrink. My confidence can get low, any with the wrong people. 2, there's a cake that makes me feel stronger. My confidence gets stronger with the right people in my mind. 3rd, I can do everything by myself. I can slay the Jabberwocky. I can do everything. 4th, I am what I can be. And 6th, I have loving friends and family. So when I came back from my universe, I saw my loved ones, my family, and then I realized that Wonderland is here. I am in a Wonderland by myself. These people are actually my friends who show me wonders of world every day, and I am so grateful for them. I am grateful for what they have and what they give me, the love, the care I get and I receive every day. Thank you for giving me your love and for giving me the care that I never thought I could deserve. And with this, I part the speech and I say, love your people, love your friends. You never know how long this can last. And one day you will turn back and smile and say, I did this. Thank you.
1 minute silence for the judges to mark the ballot.
A minute of silence is over.
Timer. So our fifth speaker of the Tall Tale Contest 2022-2023 is Toastmaster Velaram Megwar. Toastmaster Velaram Megwar, can you please confirm that you have taken your speaking position?
Am I audible, visible?
Yes, you are very much audible and visible. Can you see the timer 1 on your screen?
No, sir, just 1 minute.
Please spin the timer and confirm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Timer 1 with the hand raised, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. Excellent. So our fifth contestant of the Tall Tale Contest is Toastmaster Velaram, Megwar Velaram. His speech title is The Diligent Donkey. The Diligent Donkey, Toastmaster Megwar Velaram, stage is yours.
Once upon a time, a young man planned to go abroad in search of job to support himself and his family. His parents were so happy, they prayed and blessed for him for his bright future. His parents were hopeful that their son would earn a lot of money, then bring to a home, and they will buy a big house and big vehicle, and then they go on the trip. But do you know, at the initial stage, to start any work, it takes a time. So the young man struggled and faced many challenges to find a good job. Eventually, he found a very low-level job, but he could not send the money to their parents. One day, his parents went on the trip, just short trip, just to refresh themselves. Then a thief came into their home to steal something, but he did not find anything. Then thief went away, but in one corner a donkey. Then he took off the donkey with it. As his parents came back to the home, they saw that door was broken. And they were very puzzled. As they entered in the door, they saw that might be a thief came to steal something. But they were also confused that there was nothing valuable thing in the home. And then what things had a thief stolen? But looking here and there, the donkey was missing. Then there was no donkey to be found. He searched high and low, but could not find it. One day, the thief, after a few days, the thief loaded the vegetable on the donkey and went to the busy market. Just to reach the market, he was busy and dealing with customers. Suddenly, the donkey was disappeared. He was so confused, looking here and there. Then he also asking from the people that might have been seen the donkey. But the donkey was nowhere to be found. Donkey was clever. He knew the way back to home. The donkey cleverly navigated through the streets and reached at the owner's doorsteps and knocked the door on its head. As the owner opened the door, he was so surprised, the donkey loaded with the vegetables. Then he said, the owner said to the donkey, I already know that you are loyal with us. Then he called his wife, come on, please. As his wife came, saw the donkey loaded with the vegetables. Then he again said to his wife, laughed at the wife, our son has gone 2 years ago, still has not sent a penny to us. Look this donkey. Just went 3 days ago and bought all the vegetables from the markets. So he again teased the wife, said that our donkey is better than your son. Then they both took the flower gland and placed on the neck of the donkey. Or to the contest chair. Thank you.
One minute silence for the judges to mark the ballot.
A minute of silence is over.
Timer. So our last contestant, that is the sixth contestant, will be Toastmaster Kareem Meghani. Toastmaster Kareem Meghani, can you please confirm that you have taken your speaking position? And let me know.
Yes, that's my speaking position. Can you?
Perfectly, you are audible and visible. Right?
Please don't spotlight me because I'm on a mobile. I'm on a multiple screen, so I'm just seeing the timer on that screen.
So you have pinned the timer.
Even I'll pin the timer. If you will spotlight me, it will go.
So
But
we're
I
not
can
going
see
to
the timer
spotlight-
screen.
So we're not going to spotlight you during your speech.
What is the timer screen? Is black? Why it's black?
Black. Timer 1 and hand is raised like this.
Okay, timer 1. The hand is raised. Yeah.
Perfect. So you can see the time.
It's right now showing me a blank screen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Black
It'll show you
screen.
black till the 3rd minute. Perfect. So our sixth contestant, Toastmaster Kareem Meghani, speech title is Mission Mars. Mission Mars, Toastmaster Kareem Meghani, stage is yours.
Ting 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 ting. I receive a call just now. Mars have an issue. Tall test contest is going on and there's somebody cheating with a new speech. I've been called just right now in Mars. And right now I'm taking a rocket and calling NASA. Please arrange this rocket for me and I will go to Mars because there is a tall tale contest is going on and there is a judge who is looking at me and telling me you cannot do anything. We will take over this. Somebody will be winning here who will be doing a speech in such a way that you cannot stop him. I said, sir, I will be coming there. Contest chair, dear contestants, I am going from the rocket. I call this NASA. They arrange me immediately a rocket. It's going from my office compound. I'm just going there. The rocket reached to Mars, the red planet. Tall tale contestants are all in different avatars. And I'm looking at them one by one. What happened exactly here? I need to analyze the situation. I'm coming for analyzing this mission that this contest should be done fairly. And somebody have to win it who is wearing a suit and a tie. Who is the person inside in the house who is wearing a suit and a tie? Oh, that's me. Why don't I deliver a speech? It's a red planet. You have to wear a helmet. No, I can breathe anywhere. This is the red planet. I'm wearing that helmet and I will be delivering my speech. Still the contest is going on. I'm the last candidate. And I'm wearing the suit and jacket. So my mission is to win this contest in any case. So if the judge is looking at me with all his eyes, I am coming from this mission from Earth just to win the contest. So what you will deliver here? I said, what I will deliver that I can win the contest. I just have to be smart, charming. Look at my suit. Look at my elegance. My stomach is bigger than last year. My body is swollen from last year, but I can win. Why not? Because I can smile nicely. I can talk nicely. I can do music. I can dance nicely. That's the beauty of this contestant. Why you cannot give me this contest? Please, even you will not give me this contest. I will take this recording and I will tell my followers to give me this contest. Yes? So I am waiting for the results now. And see the tall, dark, handsome, suited, booted guy with the tall tails. Chief Judge, over to you.
All our contestants have spoken, they have given their speech. So we will be taking a 5 minutes break while the judges will be compiling all the results. Soon after 5 minutes, once the timer gives us a signal that the 5 minutes are over, we will be interviewing the contestants. Contestants, please don't go away. And 5 minutes from now, we will be meeting and having an interview with each one of you separately.
5 minutes time is over. Maybe you can continue the Q&A session.
Thank you very much, timer. May I please request everyone, including the contestants, to turn on your cameras. Toastmaster Farhan has already done that. Toastmaster Fahim, Kareem, Hiba, Fiza, Megwar. Great. And else? And all the audience as well. May I please request all the audience as well to turn on the cameras. All right, so let's start with Toastmaster Farhan. And Toastmaster Farhan. So what will happen if you actually went into that story which you told it to us?
You know that dreams remain dream. So my wife is not here, so I could imagine. Yeah, and definitely it happens that the dreams come true, I must say.
How about meeting Mahira Khan in reality? What will be your first reaction?
I feel that most of the people are getting jealous. I can see. And yes, it was very good meeting.
So moving on to our next speaker, Fahim Razzaq. Fahim, you are a warrior. I came to know today, huh? Right? So how many weapons do you actually have in your home?
I had no weapon. Remember in my story, all I had was the white flag. All the other companions had the weapon.
And in reality, if you have to use a weapon, which one will you use?
Right. Okay. I think I will just use a grenade and just get it over with, you know.
Okay, I was expecting that you will use a balan.
My mom uses it on me.
Right.
And now my wife.
Okay, great. So our third contestant was Toastmaster Hiba. Hiba, what if you will have to meet Amitabh Bachchan in reality? What will be the first question which you'll ask?
The first question I think I would ask that what inspired him to get into movies? Because he's such a good actor, brilliant actor, one of the top actors in Bollywood. Still, he's 80 plus, and you know, we've seen him do such marvelous stuff. So I would say what inspired him to get into movies, that is all.
Great. So there was a very lovely comment by DTM Saad. आप रिश्ते में सबके बाप कैसे बनते हैं? So when DTM Saad will meet Amitabh, he will ask this question. Okay. So moving on to our fourth contestant, Toastmaster Fiza Aziz. So Toastmaster Fiza, can we call you as our Alice?
Yes, you can.
So which character do you like the most in the Alice in Wonderland?
The Red Queen. I really love her. She's kind of awesome, and she was played by Helena Bonham Carter. If you remember the movie Wonderland, I just love the Red Queen.
The Red Queen. Great,
And
great,
the way
great.
she says "off with his head, off with his head," I love that. Like that dialogue when she says "off with his head, off with his head." I love the Red Queen.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. And our fifth contestant was Megwar Velaram. Megwar Velaram, what if you own that diligent donkey one day? What will you do with that diligent donkey? You're on mute. You're on mute, Toastmaster.
Actually, sir, I belong from district Tharparkar, so we use mostly the donkeys for transportation, carrying the goods. So I have observed many people who have even completed his graduation and not working there at they are at home. So I just twisted the story, compare with them. Hello. Hello, sir, I am audible.
Oh, sorry. I was not audible. I was on mute. My apologies. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Vilaram. So our next contestant was Toastmaster Kareem Ani, and a suited booted guy who went to all the way to the Mars to contest a tall tales. Are you there with us, Toastmaster Kareem? I guess he's left for Mars. All right. So, Chief Judge, can you please confirm if the results have been compiled? I think
Yes, they have been compiled.
They have been compiled. Okay, so Toastmasters and guests, the results have been compiled, and I'll hand over the floor to our very own DTM Tala, the Chief Judge.
Thank you so much. And first of all, I'm pleased to announce that there were no time disqualifications and all the contestants remained well within time. In fact, they did not even get close to disqualification, which is commendable. And now it's time for the results. So, Mr. Contest Chair, would you like to announce the results, or would you like me to announce the results?
I think you do the honors.
All right. So I need to see the videos of all the contestants, please. Otherwise, I won't announce the results. Yeah, see? That's the magic. All right. So before announcing the result, as Chief Judge, with zero input on the judging itself, I can safely say that I thoroughly enjoyed all the speeches. And what struck me the most was that all the speeches, to some, at least to some extent, fulfilled the brief of a tall tale, which is not an easy thing to do. So without further ado, the third place goes to Toastmaster. The name starts with an F. Oh, wait, but we have like 3 people whose name starts with an F. But, okay. It's Toastmaster Fiza Aziz. Congratulations. The second place goes to, I mean, it has become something of a self-fulfilling prophecy because the speech mentioned winning the Tall Tale Speech Contest. So you must have understood by now. Toastmaster Kareem Meghani. Congratulations. And the first place goes to someone who apparently made the judges fall in love with them due to the lovey-dovey, saccharine sweet nature of the tall tale. Can you guess who that is? It's Toastmaster Fahim Razak. Congratulations. Toastmaster Fahim appears completely unmoved by this announcement. So either he did not hear it, or perhaps, I don't know, why is that? So, oh, all right. So over to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Actually, Toastmaster Fahim was expecting an announcement from Mars, but the results were announced from the Earth, planet Earth, right? So congratulations to Toastmaster Fahim, Toastmaster Kareem, and Toastmaster Fiza for winning the Tall Tales Speech Contest 2022-2023. It was an amazing contest. We heard some really, really good speeches. And those who did not come on podium, they were equally very well and they competed very well. Their content and everything was marvelous. So that's the beauty of the KTC, that all the 6 contestants had really given a marvelous and a wonderful speeches. But congratulations to all those who came onto the podium, Fizza, Kareem, and Toastmaster Fahim. So that's it from our side. And inshallah, we all be meeting on the Wednesday, 6:30, and on 16th with a weekly meeting. So till then, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Goodbye. Take care.
And yes, all the big 4 roles and the small 4 roles for next meeting have been already determined. So remember, it's day after tomorrow, and I'm really waiting for speeches and evaluative slots. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Take care. Allah
Happy
Hafiz. Bye.
Independence Day to all. Happy
Okay.
Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day,
Happy
everyone.
Independence Day.
Yes, we
Happy
should
Independence
request
Day.
you to sing a
And
national
a big shout out to our president, DTM Sarfraz. DTM Sarfraz, would you like to share something briefly? You're
on
muted,
mute.
sir.
No, great contest. I'm not going to say too much because this was Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir's show. Congratulations, job well done, and congratulations to the winners and other contestants. And thank you, Zara Ibrahim, Mayor, and others who joined us. Back to you. Mr.
Thank you
Ghulam
so
Qadir.
much, Mr. President. And thank you for joining us in the middle of your night. That speaks volumes about your dedication to KTC.
So
and how
everybody's
lucky.
requesting for a Milli Nagma. Everybody's requesting
Thank
for a
you,
Milli Nagma.
GQ.
I want everybody to
Yes,
sing with
we
me.
need a million.
I want
Yeah. Milli Nagma.
JQ is
Yeah, please.
singing.
ये वतन तुम्हारा है, तुम हो पास इसके, ये चमन तुम्हारा, तुम हो नग़्मा इसके, इस चमन के फूलों पर रंगो आग तुमसे है, इस ज़मीं का हर जर्रा आफ़ताब तुमसे है, ये फिजा तुम्हारी है, बहरोबर तुम्हारे हैं, कहकशा के ये जाले रह गुजर तुम्हारे हैं. So now next verse will be sung by Imran and the third will be sung by Kareem. So Imran, over to you.
याद नहीं है भाई मुझे.
कोई और गा ले, कोई और गा ले.
और गा ले, चले.
चलो कोई और गा ले.
मिली नगमा कोई और. And then Kareem.
मैं मीटिंग में हूँ यहाँ ऑफिस में.
पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान जो नाम वही पहचान, पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान हमारा देश है, पाकिस्तान हमारा देश है, पाकिस्तान हमारा देश है, पाकिस्तान हमारा देश है, पाकिस्तान.
Toastmaster Kareem.
ऐ वतन प्यारे वतन, ऐ वतन प्यारे वतन, पाक वतन, पाक वतन, ऐ मेरे प्यारे वतन, ऐ वतन प्यारे वतन. बहुत शुक्रिया यार. I feel like that I'm in Pakistan right now. Thank you very much for the Independence Day treat.
But you are on Mars, actually.
Toastmaster Rabia Zishan, where are you? You're hiding behind the camera.
Yes, hiding behind the camera.
Yes. Come on. You need to contribute before we close the meeting.
You know, Toastmaster Rabia, TCF's president is looking for you.
Yes, I know. हम जिंदा कौम है, पाइंदा कौम है, हम जिंदा कौम है, पाइंदा कौम है, हम सबकी है पहचान, हम सबका पाकिस्तान, 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 हम सबका पाकिस्तान।
All right, G. The Baja was good. The Baja was very good. Thank you very much, everyone. See you on Wednesday.